What up, YouTube? Man, life is funny. Oh, let's see. Talking points for the week, man. It's this one's gonna be tough. This one, let's just get that out of the way. This one's gonna be tough. I'm gonna do my best not to have a breakdown. I did that yesterday. I actually thought I was thinking most of the week when I was kind of, you know, making little points and stuff about like what to talk about at the end of the week. This week's vlog was gonna be pretty easygoing, happy-go-lucky, boring. And I don't know. Yesterday on stream, I got a message from my brother telling me I need to call my mom right now. Those messages are never good. They never sit well with you. Okay. And then I found out that my grandma is in the hospital. I guess she has been coughing up blood for like the last 2 or 3 weeks and hasn't told anybody until yesterday. I guess it got so bad and she was in quite a bit of pain that she ended up calling. She broke down and called my mom. Then my mom rushed her to the hospital. And I guess nobody really knows what's up with her right now. I guess they're still running tests. I know she spent the night at the hospital last night, which was unfortunate. But I do think they mentioned something about her kidneys being bad. So yeah. I don't really know what that means. Um, I mean, shit. We all got an expiration date, right? So, um, nothing. You know, it's nothing. It's nothing crazy out of the ordinary. It just sucks, I guess. This video started off kind of fucking depressing, didn't it? I think one thing that sucked. I think one thing that sucks about, I guess, being my age, is that you don't really. I feel like it's normal to not have a very long list of people to call or that you would want to call. And there was two people, I guess. two people I reached out to. One didn't answer. You know, life is everybody's busy. Like, we're adults. We all got shit to do. And so I'm not like not throwing shade at these people at all. And then another person, like, they called and I didn't really know how to enter into like the, hey, let me emotionally vent, or like, you know, just kind of pour this out on you real quick, like, you know, or hey, be a shoulder to cry on real quick. So I guess the phone call was kind of started off normal. And then they started telling me about shit that they've been going through. And then I realized I didn't really want to tell them. I didn't really want to tell them what I'd call to tell them anymore. Cause like, man, if they're going through all that shit, like, what the fuck? Like, I don't. And the thing is, it's like it's I don't know. I like. It's like one of those things where it's like you don't want to burden the person with this, or you don't want to ask them to take it on, especially since they got a bunch of their own shit going on. And it's like, I know they would never see it as a burden. I know it's not like a burden, you know, to the people that actually love you. But it's like, you don't want to add any undue stress or just one more thing for them to think about. So you don't tell anybody. I told my stream last night because there's really only about two options. It was either have a mental breakdown by myself that night, because I got the message from my brother in the middle of a stream, and then so I put the intermission screen on and took the phone call, and I took the phone call, and then I kind of sat by myself for a second and thought, I was like, well, if I don't stream, I'm just going to sit here thinking and wondering and worrying, and that's not going to be good for me anyway. I know I'm going to do that after stream anyway. So I kept streaming, and I did. I guess I don't really. There was probably an apparent change in my behavior, and I haven't gone back to look at the VOD yet, but I'm sure there was, because one of my mods, I feel like within 10 minutes of me getting back, was kind of like, you good? And at that moment, I couldn't keep up the floodgates. Like, I let it loose, and it was just like, no, not really, blah, 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 blah. Can't even remember what I said, but I ended up telling him what that phone call was about. And so the people in stream yesterday kind of know what's going on, and nobody else really. I guess the people that watch this video will know, but again, this one's not. These videos aren't really for announcements or anything. They're really just for me to keep my sanity as intact as it can be, I guess. So yeah, it's kind of a sad start to the video, but yeah, I guess that's the big thing that happened this week. And like I said, most of the week I thought this video was gonna be really like boring or upbeat, like, because I don't know, I guess that's why I think life is funny, because that's always the way it is. I've been feeling really good at jiu-jitsu. I feel like it's like one of those things where you like work and work at something, and then like when you finally start to see like the substantial progress you made, you're just like, oh man, I'm feeling good about this. Like, you know, I'm ready to kick it up a notch. I'm ready to put myself into another gear. I'm ready to train even harder, like learn more things, get better at this, and this. And that's how I've been feeling about jiu-jitsu lately. Like I know my friend Caesar is really really good. Like probably like he's a purple belt, but he's probably worthy of brown. Um, if I'm gonna be completely honest, and I mean I don't say I wouldn't say I'm keeping up with him, or like, you know, he's like struggling to submit me, because like when he turns it up, like he can get a hold of me and like submit me, like I don't want to say with ease, but like he's just that far ahead of me, like where he can, if he goes after a submission, like he'll more than likely get it. But I feel like I'm rolling well enough with him that like I'm also putting him in positions that like if I would have known these little bit of tips and tricks, like, you know, I would have legit subbed him. And I mean, there's times where it's like I do something really well and he'll give it to me and let me work on it, because, you know, he's a good partner. And that's what good partners do. You know, from time to time, it's like when you do something really well, they'll let you progress with it even further so that you can continue to, you know, better your game. And I had been feeling so good lately. I'm transitioning between positions and stuff really clearly. And I know a lot of this sounds like gibberish to anybody who doesn't grapple or participate in jiu-jitsu, but anybody who does, you know, I just been feeling really good, and I just feel like that's the it sounds depressing, but I just feel like that's like the theme of my life. It's like once I start feeling really good, or once I start like I feel like semi succeeding in something that I'm doing, like different projects, ventures, like ideas, life kicks me in the fucking teeth and then gives me a new plate of stress that I have to eat, like, you know, like eat through before I can start to succeed and stuff like that. And I guess I need to learn to continue to do the things that I enjoy doing or want to do, instead of, because what I used to do is, man, every time life would, like, you know, start beating my ass again, I would put all the stuff I love to the side, on the back burner, and I wouldn't pick things up for a very long time until, like, I'm like, okay, cool, like, fuck, I got through that. Now it's time to pick that shit back up. And like, and I know sometimes, like, it's like, man, like, oh, when you listen to like Gary Vee say, like, if you truly love something, like, you know, like that's what you should be chasing, and, you know, fuck everything else and yada yada yada. It's like, dude, man, I would like a place to like live, eat, and unfortunately I'm not good enough at the things that I enjoy doing to where it's like making me money yet. I'm not saying he's wrong, I'm just not there yet. And so I feel like, you know, I always felt like, I guess in the past, that I've, you know, put the shit I love on the back burner. It's not making you any money right now. Like, you know, we're in trouble here, here, and here. And then once I restabilize myself, then I'll pick it back up and, you know, get after it again, which is what I've always done, which is probably why my content career isn't career as a content creator isn't as far as you know, I'd like it to be. Not as consistent as I should be on TikTok, YouTube, not even streaming, which is probably my favorite form of it, because I feel like that's where I thrive, is like in real time, people talking, a live setting. Sometimes recordings feel a little I guess disingenuous to me, because I feel like I'm performing for people who aren't there, and then I go back and I edit and I'm making a movie. But I mean, you know, I consume enough YouTube content to where, like, I don't know why I really feel like that, because those videos are they entertain me, so why wouldn't me doing the same type of video entertain somebody else? But I just, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of lost in where I am. I'm just babbling at this point. But like, I need to. I guess what I'm saying is, and I guess part of the reason I kept streaming yesterday, and I only streamed for 3 hours, not very long, but is I need to continue pursuing stuff I like through the stresses of my life. And I probably need to do a good job or a better job at reducing external stressors. You know, man, life is tough. It's tough. And I mean, you can't blame anybody for any of it. You can blame yourself, but I mean, you can only blame yourself to an extent. Like, you can only blame yourself to like how you respond to different things and stuff. Not necessarily the stuff outside your control, but more or less like the stuff that you can control. And I'm just trying to do better about handling the stuff I can control, I suppose. I did run into a little, not an incident, I guess. I wouldn't call it an incident. I don't know. Got pissed off at work one time this week. Like pretty mad. Like legit mad. And I mean, it is what it is. It's probably, I probably shouldn't have let that get me so mad, but it did. So I work in a factory where we make heaters, air conditioning units, and stuff like that. And I work where we specifically build like mostly heaters and supply fans, stuff like that, HVAC systems. And it's an assembly line. There's a station here, 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 here. Where I work, somebody builds the base, and I'm supposed to take the motor, put it on the base, and mount it to the base, and then put the wheel that the motor spins, the fan, attach that to the motor and stuff like that. And there's a few different types that require different like disconnect switches. And we don't make the what we call posts, or that part of the unit. A different department does. They're called layout, where they take the metal and they'll cut different holes in it or bend it certain ways. And I try to the best of my abilities to look at the paperwork and notice whether it is the right part or the wrong part. But there's so many different variations of all this shit that I'm human, I make mistakes. But I guess it's annoyed enough people, or I've made enough of those mistakes that to the point where I guess my team lead got frustrated, and one of those days the plant manager just happened to be out there on the line talking to my supervisor and my team lead about another issue, or not issue, but another thing that they wanted to try. And I guess according to some of the other guys that overheard it, again, it's all hearsay, so I hearing this, take it with a grain of salt, or at least I took it with a grain of salt when I heard it. But I guess the conversation went something like, the plant manager just like looked at my team and was like, "Man, you look frustrated, man. What's going on?" And I guess he just straight up said like, "It's these posts, man. Those guys down line aren't checking them, and by the time they get to me, we're having to stop what we're doing so we can take this part off, put the right part on, and then I can finish my job, and now I'm getting backed up, and blah, 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 blah." And it's a little frustrating because I feel like the team lead, the person in charge, you know, threw a couple people under the bus. And then, anyway, after voicing his concerns, the plant manager wanted to have a meeting with our line. And then in that meeting, they were talking about how it's a problem and yada, yada, yada. And then once they mentioned, like, like not checking that specific part or not double checking it, like my team lead happens to be standing right here next to the plant manager. So it's like team lead here, plant manager right next to him, and I'm sitting like across. And the plant manager did this with his hands and like pointed at me. And then my team lead does like this thing, or he looks down at me, like, and I was just like, to me, here's the thing. I know I fucked up a few times. I didn't know I fucked up enough like to like make you cry about it, or it's like it was causing you personal stress at the job. But I also feel like we're like grown men. Like, you could have just told me, hey man, can I talk to you for a second? Yeah, what's up? Hey, listen, I really need you to be checking these posts or this part, double, triple checking, make sure it's it's right, because it's causing a lot of issues when it gets down to me. Keep in mind, by the time it gets down to my team lead, where it becomes a issue, it's past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other people, so they have also missed that. But I understand, like, like, I guess if that's my responsibility to check them, whatever, like, I check them as best I can, but again, I've fucked up. I know I have, and I'm willing to admit it. But it's not that hard to just like put me to the side and just be like, hey man, I need you to do better. All right, man, I will try to do better. There's no need to act like there's no need to have a group meeting led by the plant manager about like, like, hey, we're having issues with this. Just fucking blame me and get on with it. Like, let's go. Like, let's keep in mind, this was extremely frustrating because the day this happened, like it was a Thursday or a Friday, and me and the guy before me are like keeping really good pace, and we're doing such a good job. Me and him are already working on Monday shit. We're working on next week's stuff. And if anybody knows anything about assembly lines, it's I mean, they're all different, but like mine works like, let's see. Here's station 1, right? Here's this guy. Station 2, there's me. And then after that, the next station has 2 people. So there's 2 people here. So it's one, and then there's 2 people who do the framing and put on the lid. And then it goes down to 2 people who wire it up. And then 2 people who do gas trains. So keep in mind, half the time at work, I look like I can't keep up because everyone after me is kicking out. Their productivity's up here because like they only have to do half of the work that I'm like having to do because their station or whatever is being split between 2 people. Or like if I make 2 heaters, boom boom, well, the next station, one guy's going to work on this one, the other guy's going to work on this one, they're going to send 2 down. But then I'm supposed to somehow keep both of those guys fed with stuff to do, and it's usually pretty tough, but I can do it. I think it's kind of bullshit. That's a separate issue, but I've been told that they're trying to hire somebody to like come in and help my station. So that's, a work in progress or whatever. But what was frustrating was the day this happened, the downline, like all these people down here that have these extra people are actually backed up. Like station 1 and 2 are absolutely whooping the rest of the line's ass. Like, they're still working on today's shit. We are on next week's shit. And then my team lead stops the whole line so that the plant manager can address us about he's mad about this, and this. And like, I was like, dude, like. And the crazy thing is, I don't even think I fucked up that day. And also, like, I felt like a little singled out, I guess, and it was a little frustrating. But those were really, that was really, I guess, the only things that I really wanted to talk about this week. I suppose is that stupid ass incident at work, which was annoying, but you know, it's in the past. It's whatever. It's, I guess I just vented, um, but it's done and over with. And then I am proud of myself with like jiu-jitsu and, you know, keeping the stream alive, I suppose. Yesterday after hearing that news, and then obviously the news, and so it's a tough week, but life is life. It's, you know, Hakuna Matata. It is what it is. I can only take care of what I can take care of, and I'm trying to do my best to do those things. But you know, we'll we'll see what happens with that. I'll keep you guys up to date with any stream or content schedule changes. Again, I don't even know the situation with my grandma yet. I'm sure she's had a bunch of tests ran on her today. I don't know when she'll get her results and stuff, but I'll probably call her right after this. And but anyway, guys, appreciate y'all staying here. If you've made it this far in the video, if you have made it this far, that means you got a semi-like listening to me, right? So go ahead, like, comment, and please hit that subscribe button. That subscribe button is free. I will link my social medias down below. Also link my Twitch stream down below. Make sure to go follow me over there. And yeah, again, any suggestions, any topics you want to talk about, let me know in the comment section. Appreciate y'all for sticking around. Love y'all. Take care of yourselves. Peace.